Hey strangers. So it's Tuesday, so I am actually making a video and I'm gonna post it this time. This week I would like to go back and actually respond to Jeremy's video from like ages ago talking about Instacart and other delivery positions. I forget what he called it. Millennial something or other. I should have gone and checked on that, but I'm not going to because I have a very busy life and I don't have the brain space to remember to do things. So I'm afraid if I go back to do that, I will get distracted again and not make the video. And so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Y'all can go look at it yourself. Yeah, no, the brain space has been very limited, and I keep switching out to someone, and it's very hard for me to finish thought processes. So, wish me luck on this. Alright, so, Instacart. He listed a lot of pros. You get to choose your own hours. Like, you don't have to interact with a whole lot of people. Like, yes, it's a service position. You talk to your customer and you talk to the cashier when you check out. But that's pretty much it. Most of the time, I'm in my car by myself. I don't have to deal with anyone other than other guys. I don't have to talk to them. Yes, I hear you, Ariel. And the rest of it is like shopping. And it's, hey, I need that thing, you're standing in my way. Then, move along. So, for antisocial or socially awkward people, social anxiety, what have you, a lot of people find this as a huge plus. I fall under the social anxiety and I'm not normal. And anyone who spends any amount of time with me knows that I'm not normal. It's pretty obvious pretty quickly that I don't operate like a normal person does, and I actually didn't realize this until people repeatedly pointed it out. Repeatedly. Not in a good way. So, I like being able to work where people can't consistently watch what I'm doing because I know that I'm weird and I get really self-conscious about it. So, that put aside, that is why I do what I do, because it's a position I'm more comfortable with. It works well with my PTSD and other mental health issues. So, that's kind of why I have chosen to stick with this as my primary income right now. I do want to delve more into some of the, I'm not sure if I would call them cons, but they can definitely be some pitfalls. And I think the biggest pitfall is it's inconsistent. Especially when you're first getting started and you don't know which areas tip well, which areas stay busy. It can be hard to make a consistent paycheck. And a lot of it is tip-based. So it's, oh, it's too hot out. Everyone's cranky. No one decided to tip. I come home at the end of the day working a 12-hour shift and didn't even break $70. That was like a couple weeks. 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, no, 12-hour shift, didn't break $70. I was devastated and more than a little distraught because I got bills to pay. But most of the time, because I know where good spots to hang out are, to get the best batches, the batches are what Instacart calls orders, by the way. So, to get the best orders, and I don't know, luck of the draw, snooze the right people, you know, I can hold it together long enough to take someone their groceries, but yeah, it can be it can be inconsistent. So that is definitely something to keep in mind if you are considering using this as your primary income, that you want to, if at all possible, build a nest egg to make up for these lowly weeks. Yes. Ariel agrees. Yeah. Because it really sucks when you don't get to go grocery shopping and you get a little loopy from hunger like I was last video. Anyway, that's a totally... I'm sorry. What was I talking about? Alright, point number 2. Taxes. They are not automatically withdrawn. You need to keep this in mind. You need to be very aware of what tax bracket you're going to be put into, how much should be consistently taken out. So when you come, April, you're not paying $3,000 in tax debt, because let's be honest, that's not fun. So one of the things that you can do to help compensate for that is tracking your miles, because that's deductible. That is an employment cost. I forget what it's called exactly, but you want to track your mileage so that you can deduct that from how much you are doing. There's a lot of great videos on how to do that. I'm not an expert. This is my first year doing this, so I'm not going to pretend I know what I'm talking about any more than I just did. I've been doing a lot of research, but I know very little, and I do actually plan on this year at least going to someone more experienced. I would do it online, but I do feel like with this kind of thing, because I do plan on following a more entrepreneurial jobs, not just Instacart, but I like a lot of crafts and stuff, and I do hope to actually be able to sell them at some point. I've actually got a place in my apartment that hopefully soon will be set up to do that, as well as some other smaller projects that I'm working on to help pull in some more money, hopefully. Some of them are a little bit more hush-hush than others. My primary eventual goal is to be selling my art. And so it is very important for me to learn the self-employed tax laws very thoroughly, so I don't end up in jail or something for not understanding things and then owing millions of dollars, because how about no? Anyway, so let's see, that was 2 things. I had like 5 things. I really should have written them down. I normally write things down because my brain is gone, but I didn't, because I did this video like 3 weeks ago, like the day that Jeremy posted about this. So it got deleted, I guess. I don't know what happened. But yeah, no, that I don't know what happened to that. I will stare off into space forever, so let's not do that. I actually could go through and edit this. I just want to say this real quick. But I really feel like getting this raw footage is an important part of showing who I actually am and how I function, because I want people to understand that this is what I'm actually like. I'm not perfect. I don't always make sense. My thought processes are all over the place, and this is about as focused as I get, because I plan this out, and like everything is like, okay, I do this, and this, and I like plan it out in my head, but I only do one shoot. I only do one shot because I want y'all to see. I want you to see what is really going on, and I don't know what's going on over there. I do, but my child's being adored is what's going on. But yeah, that's why I only do one take. It's it's a representation thing, which I hopefully will be able to talk more on at some point. Maybe someday I'll get official diagnosis and I know what I'm representing other than crazy, but yeah, no. Back to what I'm focusing on, which is the Instacart and millennial service positions. That's what he called it. I remembered now. So, yeah. Be careful about your taxes, track your miles, and other expenses that may be deductible are, like, because they require you to have insulated bags, that may be something. And then there is some other controversies that are going on with some of these positions right now, and that is not all the companies are, like, they keep changing how they're paying their employees, and there's debate on which one ends up more profitable, and there's a lot of frustration. My biggest frustration that I'm running into right now with working this job that is very much affecting me is it doesn't have insurance. You can't have the headsets. No. That's not negotiable. You can have the stuffed animal though. Okay. I'm gonna have to finish this up really quick then. But yeah, I don't have insurance. That sucks. And I make just enough that I don't qualify for Medicaid. But if I go and I pay for other insurance, other private organizations, if I go and pay for private organizations to insure me, then I won't be able to afford to actually use said insurance. And so I don't have any insurance at all to speak of. I've got like Texas Healthy Women's, which basically covers birth control, which I can't take because of medical issues that I have, like various health issues. And I could get heart medicine, which I very much need through my OBGYN, but she doesn't feel comfortable treating it because my heart problems are pretty severe and she wants me to go see a specialist, but guess what? That isn't covered. So I don't get to have medication that I very much need, and she can't exactly prescribe an inhaler for my asthma. So yeah, no, I very much would like insurance, and we're fighting with Medicaid right now. She gets to have Medicaid, and so she's covered, so she gets to go have all the things and be healthy and grow strong, and right now I just get to die a little bit. And yeah, I think I touched on that a lot last episode, but I don't remember. I actually have gone back and watched it because I don't remember things, so she's better now. I think the last thing that I really want to touch on is you get to make your own hours, which is great, but you get to make your own hours, which for some people is not great, because it's hard to get up in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning and go, oh, I'm going to go work today, when you don't have to. You don't have that boss standing over you saying, oh, you have to go into work today. You have bills to pay. Oh, I'll make it up next week. Oh, well, next week you don't make that money because people didn't tip. So you can't make rent. So it's a lot of responsibility, and all of that is on you, and it's hard some days to get up when you know you don't have to, but really you do have to, but you don't have to do it today. I don't have to go into work. I don't have to go do this order. I just want to stay in my comfy bed here. Oh, cuddled up with my big stuffed animals. Oh. Sorry. Not sorry. This dog is older than, like, a lot of things, and I love it. I think I got it, like, in elementary school, so he's been through a lot. He's my puppy. And my actual dog's on the floor underneath me. He's got a Batman costume on, so he's being cute. I'll show you some other day, though. Because we're hitting, like, 16 minutes, and I think that's a lot longer than most of these videos are. Mostly because I keep tangenting so bad. So, I'm kind of curious on what y'all think of this Instacart and DoorDash, because DoorDash is the other company that I work for as an independent contractor, as they put it in our contract. Don't eat my headset. No. So, I don't actually have a question. I'm just rambling at this point. If I think of a question, I will put it in the description.